Welcome back, everybody, to another episode here of Gregtech Community Edition Unofficial. Last time we got ourselves some silicone rubber and better circuits done and set up for autocraft. And this time, I have decided it's probably a good idea to get into some EV energy. So I've diverted my resources to mostly doing that. We do have some stuff for the tungsteel coils up and whipped up, and if we get time at the end here, we'll go ahead and do that. But I did have to get this quest done so we can get into our energy stuff. So we need to get our advanced cutting machine. I've already done the glass lens because it was just a simple get some chemical brown dye, which you can use the metal mixture from stone dust to do so, and put it on the glass lens, which we've already done glass lens dyeing before, so I figured that was a no-brainer just to do really quick. But we do have everything already all whipped up, including this ultimate buzzsaw blade, which requires these plates, which are a mixture of 5 cobalt, 2 chrome, 1 nickel, and a molybdenum. I'm not gonna, I think that's how it's spelled, or sounded, but that is all already up and in here. So we're going to go ahead and take that out, and I do believe that not only do we need, or that it also has to be in a clean room. Not only do we just need the machine, the clean room is required. So I'm going to just place it tucked in this corner for a second. This only lets 1 amp, yep, so we're good. And then we're going to start by putting these glowstone dop wafers in here with the glass lens. So that's going to take us 45 seconds for that. Now, while I'm doing that, let's go check up on our tungsteel that I have smelting up over here. Looking to get 1 more stack of this, because we need another stack of these wires, and then I just got to make sure I got enough nichrome to melt down for those. Other thing I was working on, and we can finish up some of, is getting some more of these titanium plates to help cover up these frame boxes, because these are going to be used to make our combustion engines. I do have some of the gearboxes already, which is just the same thing but on a four plates, and 2 of these gears make 2 of them. And then other things that we're going to need, we can make the muffler hatch, we can make the maintenance hatch. The dynamo has to wait, but the input hatches can be made. And I think we're going to want to make 2, from what I understand, since we can overclock this with some oxygen. But I really should have gotten some of this stuff ready. So we're going to need quite a few things here. So I will get... Oh, first I gotta go grab the rest of my nichrome. That's one thing I gotta do. Or not nichrome, canthal. So we need those for those. The motors. So we need 4 of these made up. We'll let that get going, and while we're waiting for those to go, we're gonna go ahead and come over here and check up. Looks like those are done. We should be able to throw them straight in here. Do we have... Should have some excess distilled water over here, which we can use in our cutting machine. That'll bring down the time from 90 seconds to 68 there. So that'll take its couple seconds to do that. On the other side, we do need to get some tungsteel wires. And then we got a neodymium magnet rod, I believe, already. So we are going to need 2 of them. And I know I have 2 excess, so that is perfect for what I need. So I put literally a stack and 2 in there to cook up. We'll get those done down. Make sure all of our casings. That certainly does not help. Let's see if we can find a neodymium magnet. Neo. Yep, we got one right there. I believe that was all I needed for that one. Yep. But we just have to use an EV assembler, so it's a good thing we have one down below down there. With that one done, it should... Thinking I might... I need a way to look at all my patterns. I know there's a thing that lets you do that. So over here. This one, we already have that one in there. So we should be able to just set up an autocraft of the pistons too. So let's check that. So I should totally have everything needed for that. Yep. So let's make it craft 2. Now that we got all of the stuff for the oil, let's go ahead and go see if we can get our... There we go, got those. So that's complete, and now we just got to get ourselves one of these bad boys. Come on, where is it at? Should have one more circuit. Leave that down here. As soon as we get this, that'll complete that quest, and we can start looking at making both energy hatch or dynamo. I guess we don't want the hatch. Not yet, anyways. Not until we get this dynamo up and running. Although the only problem we have with that is I'm not going to have cables. So there is that. Let's get away from these loud machines over here. That should let me complete that quest, and now we can look at completing this one. We just need 2 more titanium gears. Should be able to make all of that stuff fairly easily. Let's go check on the piston. I think we need one more workstation, but we are missing circuit boards for that, so let's see if we can do one of the epoxy resin boards. So what do those take? Again, we need gold foil and then electric foil is what it was. So as for the gold, we'll do it for I'm gonna have to make sure I get all of these done up into circuits here pretty soon, actually. Have anything else we're waiting on? I know what we're waiting on. We're also waiting on that tongue steel. So let's go check that while we wait for these things to process. Almost done there. Set this in its next one, and we'll go check that. Because we should be getting pretty close here to our 64. Yep, we are 13 away. Alright, I will be right back when those foils are done up. Alright, so we are back. I've managed to avert I've managed to avert a mini crisis here where I forgot I needed some pink dye to make a pink lens. Because we need this pink lens so we can make some NOR gates. So that we can make these processor assemblies. So I will let that get going in there. We should be nearly finished with all the other preparations here. So if we look at those, have that one. I just need the gears and the wire. The wire I can set up right now. Go. And then I just needed... Oh no, I should have the gears too. I should have set that up too. Yeah, that's already done, so I just gotta go double check that my gear mold gets back where it needs to be, because I did have to use one of the extruders there. There we go. Pop that in there for good measure. Let's go ahead and get a quick sleep in while we wait for that stuff to get done. We might have one finished NOR gate already that we can switch over to another and start the cutting process. It'll take it twice as fast just because we have it in the better machine, so once we've got that, it should be all set to make ourselves the processor assembly and get that block. The only other one that we need to get some more of, you know, I gotta remember this stuff. Need a long aluminum rod. Alright, let's look at this. We need one of those. 1, 2, and 3, and then we need 8 of those. Those craft 2. We're gonna have to get a bunch of those pipes crafted up, started up once we're done. Let's get this over here so we can get a couple extra spares. And let's see if that processor assembly works. Looks like it does. It's just to make some electrum wires. And on top of that, it's going to craft me 2 rotors. 2 rotors equals 2, so we're going to need 32 rotors. Let's go get that in the machine manually, just so that our auto crafter isn't stuck waiting forever. And then if we need 4 times 4, or 3 times 4 is 12, times 4 is 48. So we can just do this. Get ourselves those pipes going. So it should be this one. Regular pipe, right there. So as those finish up, we'll be able to get our casings. Put that away now. Now we just need to start settling on doing a couple things here. So we do need 2 lathe things here, right? 2 of them? Yes. So we got that. We just need another EV machine hub. Which means we need to craft 2 more of these. Is this one? Do that. Okay. And it's the hammer forge. Then back on over here into the metal bender. Now we got the PICs, we got all that. We just are gonna need our sodium, potassium. So our sodium should be down here. Nope. It's the potassium from here. So 1, 2 there. I swear I had a lot of sodium somewhere here. Maybe it's over here. We got soda ash. How much does that one need? I need one more. Well. I was thinking I had tons of sodium somewhere. Soda. Should have. Get some more soda ash so we can get our sodium from there. Put that in here. There's R2 sodium. Mix this in the chemical reactor. Make sure we get 2 buckets. Yep. Okay. Now, those springs are in there. We can get that one done. Do we have everything? We have everything set up to make our first combustion engine block too. Sweet. That unlocks. I think it does have us do both. It does not. However, we will have the other one up here in just a second anyways. We just grab ourselves our sodium, potassium. Go through one of the many holes on the floor. To our noisy room, get down here. Get all of these blocks in here. That will be our PV dynamo hatch. We'll just need to make our fan casings, our input hatch, and our muffler and maintenance blocks. So those should be fairly easy to get done. In fact, I might even be able to make the muffler hatch on AutoCraft since we need so many of those. Let's look at that. I think I have everything set up for that. Just make sure we don't have one already in there. There we go. I should be able to get that one done. We need a maintenance hatch, which means we need another low voltage machine frame. So we'll check our steel. This should all be done here. We can get these over to start making wires. Although we are going to need this wire mill a couple times here, so I don't think we'll do that just yet, as we need 2 more LV machine holes. Just make sure we don't have an input. We do already have an input hatch. We have our muffler hatch. So we just need our maintenance hole. So LV energy hole. go ahead and stuff these tungsteel things in here too. Good. There we go. Come on over here, get this down to a 1. Make sure I can get that back. Now comes the last part. We need our titanium rotors and pipes. And then it did show with we don't need any sort of thing in there. We just gotta toss all those in and it should give us our casings. This will give us our very first engine. It'll be awesome. We're just gonna have to get some special cables here for that, which I don't know if I can get those whipped up today because I think we need our tungsteel coils for that. I guess I can even just look in here. Yeah. So as soon as we get the tungsteel coils, we can get down into our superconductors. So we'll let those tungsteel coils go down, but I will get this set up to be ready for when we have those superconductors. So what I'm thinking is we'll start with all of the important blocks over on this side. So we're going to have our maintenance hatch at the bottom. Large combustion engine part. Wait, let's check that Muti-Block again. No. So we don't want that, we want the other blocks first. So, get ourselves our muffler hatch, probably at the top, why not? Why not do it up here? Do our input for gasoline, our output for energy, I kind of want on the side, if we can manage that. Need our gearboxes in the center. Want our output for the energy to be on this side here. Right there. Put that down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It does say structure incomplete. So I wonder, do they say they have requirements here? So we've got see if it has a problem with the placement of these things, because that might be the issue. We'll give the muffler hatch on this side. Input here. That there. Dynamo. It still says structure incomplete. Let's take some quick inventory again. So we have all 8 of those intake casings. We have the 2 gearboxes in the center. We have the 21, we have the LV muffler, we have the dynamo, we have the input hatch. We have a muffler. You know what might be the problem? That's not the problem either, so I don't know what's going on with this. Let us just do this really quick. I don't really want this up out in the open, but we're gonna go put it up top just to see if that was part of the problem, is just didn't like the recognition of the structure. Okay. So we need our intake to the right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Combustion hatch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oop. We are for certain in there, so I don't need that anymore. There's the 3. 1, 2. Muffler on one side, intake on another. Let's do maintenance on top. This in the back. Finish off with our titanium casing. And that works. I don't understand. Whatever. Strange issue to have. But we will go ahead and grab out the rest of our tools here so we can get this prepped to be hooked up. Should be all of them. Oh, maintenance is on top. So maintenance is fine. I want to put some scaffolding or something up there so we can get up there easier in the future. But I do want to also get this somewhere else, so we'll see. But that's all set up and can be run. Now, let's see if we can get those. Oh, I'm going to have to get Nichrome too, because I don't think I have enough. Oh no, maybe? No, there's no way. There's no way that's enough. Nichrome. Oh. Why do I have so much of this? I just got to get it into there. Means all the wires should be done too. So we should be able to go ton steel wires. Boom. There we go. Oh, I guess I only needed one stack of it. Gotcha. Let's come over here. Put these in. Pull out our helium with our helium tank, and then I think we'll go grab some nitrogen to get in here to quicken this up for me. And get those processed. But it looks like this is where I'm going to have to wrap it up now. Just because running a bit low on time here. I got to get this the rest of the way finished. So thank you for joining me while we make that titanium. You know, it's not a titanium. It is made of titanium, but it is our EV combustion generator. As soon as we get those cables, we can hook that into our system, and power should be a little bit easier once we get that done. Hoping that we can get lots of those cables so that we can actually be able to power all of these machines properly. Because if we can get that done, I can get a converter or better battery buffer on all of these things so that each one of these are running off their own battery buffer probably. Just because I keep having an issue where, especially this EV one over here, keeps being like, oh, I don't have enough power, I need more power. And that's with not even having any other one running, and it flickers like that every so often. So it's a bit of a problem, and I need to get that fixed. You guys all have a wonderful day. Bye!